If you're a fan of big rivalries, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
The Inner Circle versus the Elite.
Like any great feuds or any great rivalries, not only in pro wrestling, but any type of professional sports, as time goes on and you have fans on either side, it just makes athletes more and more willing and wanting to get in the ring and get things settled.
The rivalry between the Inner Circle and Elite, to me, is ego-driven.
You get a large group of people that all want to be the alpha dog. I mean, that's the whole reason why Chris Jericho's here.
The Elite came in here with all the fanfare. They were the first signees. Jericho comes in here as maybe the most important signing as we look back now of AEW.
AEW Dynamite took the world by storm, and it's all because of me.
Nobody calls the shots for Chris Jericho. I don't care if you're here or if you're sitting at home doing nothing. You don't tell Chris Jericho what to do, and you don't tell the Inner Circle what to do. Unfortunately, the Elite feels that they can, and we figured out very early on that we're gonna do things our own way.
We laid them all out in the first episode of Dynamite, every single member of the Elite.
We're taking control of AEW. No matter who thinks they're in charge around here, we're in charge now.
I feel like Inner Circle, they just hate everyone.
It's a bunch of egomaniac sociopaths.
It's called All Elite Wrestling. These pumpkin-headed dipshits created a company and named it after themselves. How much more arrogant can you get? How much more egotistical can you get? Chris Jericho, he's an old school carny. He always has been, always will be. Because he can't stand not being the best. He can't stand not having all the attention on him. He can't stand that people don't get down on their hands and knees and bow down to Chris Jericho. That's why we're here, to make sure that never happens. If they lose, it's another blow to their already fragile ego. They're already drinking all the... Although we haven't seen Hangman Page in 3 months. Does he still exist? And the Young Bucks, I mean, by the time they come back here, they're going to be the middle-aged Bucks. You know, they're going to be out of shape, even worse than they already are. They're going to be rusty because they're not here.
While history stands still worldwide, the Inner Circle is writing history.
When the Inner Circle and the Elite face off tonight at Double or Nothing on pay-per-view, everything will be on the line.
Lick your wounds and massage your bruised egos, Elite, because the Inner Circle is challenging you at Double or Nothing to the first ever Stadium Stampede match.
10 men will look to steal the show as they compete on the 50-yard line in TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Over the past several months, the Elite have proven one thing. They are less cohesive now more than ever, as they've splintered off into their own directions. Cody's attention has turned to revenge and the TNT Championship Tournament Finals. The Bucks' relationship with the tag team champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Page turned spiteful as they prepared to face off at Revolution.
Let's face it, the Elite has had their problems. And that's one thing that Jericho's always said, and I agree with.
We've never had a problem in the Inner Circle. We've never hit each other with each other's move. We've never drank at ringside and got a little buzzky. We haven't done a thing except for win.
I mean, with any family, right? You can have brothers that fight, sisters that fight, people that you can't stand behind closed doors. But at the end of the day, it's a brotherhood. We've been through this journey together for years and years and years. Nothing can change that.
Don't forget what I said when I told the world that the champion and the Inner Circle is putting the entire All Elite Wrestling roster on notice.
A mere 2 weeks later,
Oh, what the hell?
Nick Jackson was found smashed under a garage door.
You better call a doctor, or more importantly, come back here and pick up your trash.
With one half of the Bucks ruled out indefinitely, the Elite found themselves outplayed and outnumbered.
Huh. What do we have here, Chris? I made a phone call to a friend who owed me a favor.
Matt Hardy in AEW. Jericho looks like he saw a ghost.
The sanctuary that is AEW is at stake here.
Matt Hardy's not a part of the elite. He's not one of you guys. He wasn't there since the beginning.
It's not so much, are you elite? Have you been bestowed the name? It's the idea of what we're trying to do in the world of wrestling. Matt believes in it.
I don't think, Chris, you understand what you are looking at. You may recognize my vessel. You may know my name. But there is a different entity, a different essence behind the wheel. I am Damascus, and Damascus is over 3,000 years old.
Going back years, Matt's been an innovator. He's been someone that's pushed this business forward even more than we have. He's the reason why guys like the Young Bucks are even in this business.
Thought I knew Matt. When he came to the defense of the elite, it made me sick.
He's part of this family. He's part of this movement.
As a matter of fact, maker of pain, my broken brilliance is shining brighter than ever!
2 months ago, the unthinkable happened. The world as we know it stopped.
I've been confined and quarantined in my home, locked up.
That's all we could think about.
And you know, stewing.
The time away has made this more personal and more important to each member of the inner circle.
The time off just made us hungry, and that's really dangerous for the elite.
We're ready for this thing.
After weeks of pent-up, passive-aggressive hostility, it was only a matter of time before these men would get their hands on each other yet again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a street fight. Falls will count anywhere, I am told.
They tried to end our careers so we cannot fight anymore in the Great War.
Oops. The actions that they have taken are not actions taken by good guys.
Where do you want me to start? He tried to kill me with a golf cart.
Sammy's running like a scalded dog. Look at him! Oh my God!
A golf cart, that's attempted murder.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's always gonna be the numbers game. They got 2, we got 3. 3 isn't enough? Okay, 4. That's not enough? 5.
Santana and Ortiz come to their boss's aid.
They could not take us on 2-on-2 because they are cowardly little insignificant insects.
They got smashed. They got powerbombed through tables, through the top of that golf cart, and they lost.
Oh, the Judas effect!
Let's move on to the matter at hand. The inner circle versus the elite.
Now the stage has been set for what could prove to be the last stand for the elite.
The Stadium Stampede match!
A super fight unlike any other the world has seen before.
We've had empty arena matches for months, but the thing is, they're not football stadiums.
The first time ever.
I personally can't wait to come back to remind you guys just who the hell we are.
10 lunatics beating the hell out of each other in a giant empty football stadium. That sounds pretty intriguing to me. Right, Floyd? Floyd agrees. Now, it's finally gonna be 5-on-5.
And Damascus is burning more brightly than he ever has!
What trick is he gonna have up his sleeve this time?
Everything that the Inner Circle has done since day one, the entire wrestling world has spoken about. So this ain't gonna be no different.
You know how innovative we are.
We'll fight in the concourse, we'll fight on the damn field. Nick will jump off the frickin' field goal post. We don't give an F.
We always felt like we could change wrestling, change the world. And if we lose this match, maybe we weren't the ones destined to do it. Maybe it was always you guys. And I don't even know if I want to be a part of that wrestling world.
A rivalry pushes individuals farther than they ever thought possible. What will happen when these bitter rivals look into each other's eyes? And how will the outcome affect the landscape in AEW? There's nothing civil about this war.